Hey, what's going on everyone, and welcome back to another episode from my hardcore Minecraft survival world. We are back. I'm sorry, we're still in the storage area. I know this is the third episode in a row, but I promise we're finishing it up tonight. I absolutely promise it. Tonight's gonna be the fun part. We are going to be building what I want to put in the middle here, and I'm super excited about it. I'm super excited for you to see it. I built a test run of it last night in my creative world. I showed it to my wife. She thought it looked cool, and she doesn't play Minecraft. So hopefully that's a good sign. I mean, hopefully that's a good thing. Hopefully it translates to all of you as well. But we have a few things to do first before we get to that. The first thing I want to do is kind of finish off this area a little bit. Now, Bit7 Shubser, I'm sorry if I butchered your name. I'm very sorry if I butchered your name. But they had some awesome ideas, I think, for this area. First was that they definitely liked the idea of the trapdoors, and not trapdoors, the pressure plates, and I tend to agree. They suggested the mangrove, and I'm trying them out right now, and you know what? I think they look pretty good, honestly. It's a nice little red touch on top of this. It, again, just ties in the reds from the ceiling and the rest of this. And yeah, I'm thinking this looks pretty good. I like the little notch of red on the top. Ignore that I'm missing a fence gate over here. I'll get to that eventually. And by eventually, I mean probably never. And that'll just be sitting there. Have any of you ever watched the Great British Baking Show, and the intro of it has that cake that's just got one of the raspberries, like there's a missing raspberry on it? That might wind up being that fence gate over there. We'll see. Now, Bit also had the idea to do glow lichen down here in spots as the lighting, and I'm gonna test that out a little bit. This might be a little bit trickier to figure out just because of the fact that you know, it's gonna be a lot harder to track where light levels are. And what might be helpful actually is if I get that light level mod that just like temporarily shows you anywhere that you're below a certain light level. But I do like the idea of this because I think we could make things a little bit dimmer down here for sure. I definitely don't need them over here. I don't know why I put them there. I thought, oh, Silk Touch doesn't work. I just ruined one. That's okay. Let's get this one up, and I wanna put them out here where it's a little bit more useful, I guess. I need to take out a couple of them and just see how it looks. Okay, I think we can make this work. We're gonna need a lot of bone meal, but I think let's just get a bunch of these right now. This might not be the best area to be testing this out in either, because we got a lot of light coming in from over there, and we're gonna finish that up today too. I promise this whole area is going to be completely done at the end of this episode. Well, I don't want to say completely. Decoratively, yes. In terms of having all of the slots filled with an item, no. It's going to be a process as I still continue to try to figure out what exactly we need to have sorted and what we don't need sorted, right? So it's going to be a little bit on that end. But if I just run around and place these every once in a while. Okay, and then if I F3, I just want to see if we have one anywhere. So far, no, it's not seeming like it. We've got a 3, but really the important thing is no 1s. And yeah, I can deal with the 3s. The 3s are totally fine by me. We're gonna go ahead and suss this out a little bit. There's probably gonna be mobs up here when I come back, but we're gonna have to fight everything. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I think this is gonna look awesome with how dim it is, and I think it's really gonna help our final build through here too. Alrighty, I think we've about done it, and I think this is super cool. It's a little bit dimmer down there, and it's you can't even see the light sources. I mean, it's kind of like these little circles, but I'm kind of digging it, honestly. I think it works out really well. So Bit, thank you so much for the suggestions and the ideas. I think it's really gonna help out down here. And of course, I'm recording right now on the same day that I released my latest episode, so there might be some more ideas coming in, and I'm gonna do my best to try to honor them. you know, Bit also had the idea to put shroom blocks up here, shroom lights up here, and the trapdoors, and I might try that later. Right now, I just don't really feel like, I don't feel like making a tower up to each one of these to get rid of them, but I'm gonna be looking into that. So yeah, any and all suggestions you guys have, I'm gonna seriously look into them. And I you know, the glow lichen is such a cool block too. I always forget that it exists though. I always forget it exists, and I'd use it more if I remembered it. So next on the list is to just finally get all the barrels we need to kind of close in the area. It's just gotta happen, you know. I keep forgetting to do it. I keep putting it off. We're gonna buckle down right now and get all the wood we need to take care of it. Well, I'm cutting down this spruce tree too. Let me know your opinions. What is your preferred method of cutting down spruce trees? I mean, these giant ones are obviously like the best place to just get a mass amount of wood, but they're kind of a pain in the butt to cut down. For me, I like to spiral up, go all the way up to the top, and then just kind of spin around as I cut the rest of it down. But like, I know when I was, you know, a Minecraft noob back in the day, let's be real, I still am. But when I was like first starting to play, I would see these and I would literally tower up to the top and then cut it down from the top. And I didn't realize how much time I was wasting when I can just do it this way, you know? So what's your method? What's your favorite way of getting a massive amount of wood as quick as possible? Anyway, while I'm waiting for this tree to despawn to get all the saplings that fall, I wanted to just mention that I've started streaming this world again on Twitch. Not on YouTube, but I do stream over on Twitch, and I'll be streaming this world every other Wednesday over there. I will be posting the stream recaps on the YouTube channel as well, where I just kind of cut out a lot of the parts of me just talking to anyone who's there. But if you want to hang out live too sometimes, make sure you head over there. It should be a lot of fun. We'll probably be mostly doing grindy work, you know, finishing the mountain maybe over there, but it's still gonna be a good time. There's a lot of really cool people that hang out. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out, that we're gonna be hopping back into the live streams on Minecraft as well. So anyway, I digress. Let's get back to this. There's another tree. Oh no, I thought I cut them all down. If this isn't enough wood for me to finish this up, I might actually cry real tears of pain and suffering and everything else in between. Oh, I just realized we need to drop that because I need to do this because I can't. I need to make more. I need more inventory space. There we go. That should be good enough. Yep, we good now. Oh hey, another thing I forgot to mention, last night I worked on the mountain a little bit. You might be able to tell. I've learned a few things. Okay, I've learned a few things. I tried to finish this peak over here on this side. It looks super awkward. Okay, it just gets super thin all of a sudden and just kind of goes up. I got the snow cap right, at least I guess, but it looks a little bit odd. I'm not going to be going back and redoing that portion of it. It's honestly just such a huge undertaking anyway. I mean, this took me about 2 hours last night. I did all of this and up to here, and there's like an area we can walk on back here as well now. I put some trees up here too, just to add some depth, but yeah, I'm not loving the peak, but it's gonna have to stay for now because it's just I can't be bothered to take this down when I have all of this left to do. Now this one's gonna go up probably way higher than this one just based off of the size of this. So you know, maybe it'll make this feel a little bit better once we're done with that. But again, this is just gonna be an ongoing process. But I just wanted to show you guys I have been working on this a little bit. And I also kind of started a path down here. I'm not sure how I feel about this yet, but basically I kind of came in here, I tore out this cliffside a little bit and tried to wind a path down while keeping it looking as natural as I could. This looks a little odd, obviously right here, but I mean, there's really not any more space. I mean, you can see how tight this is right here, cramped up against that. So we're doing our best. We're doing our best over here, but I am finally making some progress around the world itself. All right, that does it. We had plenty of barrels left over, which is fine. I'll use these in other builds. I use these all the time. Like, honestly, I mean, you know, you can throw something like this. You can throw a barrel like right in here, man. It looks fine. I'm not doing it here though because there's too many barrels. But you know, we do that. We do that sometimes. But we're completely closed off now to the outside world in here, other than this ladder that goes down. And I think that means that it's time for us to get our build in here. The what I've decided to do, and I'm super excited to do it. Whoa, that was weird. Did like a little backflip? Okay. Weird. Okay, that's enough of that. But yeah, it's gonna be I'm excited about it. I think it's gonna be really cool. I think you guys are gonna like it. But it does require me to go get a lot of skeleton bones. So if you've been around this channel for a little bit, or at least since the start of this world, you'll probably know that I have a little mini skeleton farm tucked back here in these caves that I found early on in the season. We made it super early, super easy, super not productive XP farm. And it was real bad. I mean, we would literally come down here and hack and slash away, and it didn't accumulate that many skeletons. We'd be down here for a while just to get to 10 levels. And of course, now that I have the Enderman farm, you know, this is all moot, but it still comes in handy from time to time. And we're gonna be using this to get all of the skeleton bones that we need. So I made some modifications to it though. The skeletons drop down farther now, and they drop onto this campfire. This campfire kills them, and their drops will go into these hoppers and into these chests. And I'm gonna have to AFK here for a bit because it's you know, it's very slow going. So I'm actually gonna go to sleep right now in real life, and hopefully when I wake up in the morning, hopefully we've got a bunch of skeleton bones down here for us, and that means we can get started on this final build. But how about we do a quick little time lapse of me sitting here waiting for these skeletons to die. You can hear it working right now. Time lapse, activate. Obviously, totally just kidding. Can you imagine if I actually did a time lapse of me just sitting here with the skeletons just falling and dying? It'd be pretty lame. That'd be pretty lame. Anyway, I hope you guys at least thought that was a little funny though. But we will be doing a time lapse soon for this build, but not right now. But anyway, I've been sitting here for a couple hours now, AFK, and I'm gonna go down here and just take a peek at what we've got. And that's perfect. We've got a lot of bones. I'm gonna grab some of these. I don't think we'll need a lot because bone meal is how you make bone blocks, and we need a lot of bone blocks. Bone meal is smaller than bones. One bone gives you 9 bone meal. Is it 9 bone meal? Oh, it's 3. It's 3. Sorry. I can't math. So we basically essentially have 3 times as much of this. Now, of course, it takes 9 bone blocks to make or 9 bone meals to make a bone block, but I don't think it'll be a huge deal because we don't actually need a whole ton of these. All right, everyone, I am ready to go. I've got all the materials I need to build this, and I've been being intentionally vague with this. I don't want to tell you what it is, although you'll probably see it in the thumbnail, but I don't want to tell you what it is before I've built it. I want to talk about it afterwards. but I think it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna fit in really well down here, and I'm super excited. So without further ado, let's get started. Well, all right, here it is, everyone. What do you think? What do you think? I gotta light it up a little bit more. It's definitely gonna be a little bit darker. We gotta get some more of this glow lichen. We gotta put some of that around on here. But what do you think, guys? I think it turned out pretty awesome. I think it's pretty sweet. If you haven't put it together yet, this is kind of like just a skeleton of some crocodile-like creature. I thought it'd be really cool to just kind of have a fossil down here, and I was just messing around in creative mode when I came up with this idea, but it was mostly fueled by your suggestions in the first episode from this little like mini series, I guess, for this storage room. You know, it was all the biome talk and like underwater and a cave, and I just started thinking like underwater, okay, that'd be cool. But what about, oh, I can use coral blocks as the floor. Well, what can I match with the coral blocks? I don't know. What if we did like something in here that was an animal? And then I was like, well, animals are kind of boring. We can do that anywhere. What if we did a fossilized skeleton of a giant beast? And that's what we did. That's what we did. And I personally think this turned out absolutely amazing. I'm super excited about it, and I hope you guys really like it too. I think it fits the floor theme in here very well, and it looks a little bit ominous, honestly, just being kind of just sitting there right now. Like it's just gonna, like, we just discovered it's dark, it's low lit, we've unveiled this secret from the past, and I just really hope you guys enjoy it and that you like it and you think it's cool. I've never built something like this before, so I know some of the physiology of it isn't the greatest. Like these legs are all they're very uniform. They're very straight. They're not bowed. I did make the ribs get smaller as they went back, kind of like, you know, that's kind of realistic. The tail's looking a little bit thin. Really what I wish is that we had I wish we had like blocks that were you know, like a little bit smaller versions of bone blocks. You know, that would be super nice, I think, to have stuff like that. And the reason being, we could make tighter little shapes out of these. And I'm just going around kind of lighting it up a little bit right now just to make sure nothing spawns in here or on here, because that would kind of stink to have everything blow up on us, right? I even tried to make like a throat in here. I don't know how well that worked out, but you know, we did our best. We did our best, and I think it's turned out pretty cool. We'll get a few more of the glow lichen up here onto the back. Like that one looks pretty dark there. I just want to make sure nothing can spawn in here. And I think we're gonna be okay. It looks like the light from the top is actually reaching up here. So let me F3, just make sure we don't have any ones. I think it has to be light level 0 for stuff to spawn. But as long as we got all 3s in here, I think we're gonna be good. Yeah, there's a 2, but that's all right. And then just check underneath here real quick too. Some 3s, I'm okay with that. I love that we are now able to kind of play with light. You know, we can have darker rooms and stuff. I think we're good here. I think we're good. And I think we should take a look at this room with shaders on as well. Oh man, look at this. Tell me this isn't cool. The glow lichen isn't as great with the shaders on since it shines a bit, but I mean, tell me that lighting isn't awesome. And yeah, this is pretty much just purely bone blocks, which is why we need to get so many. There's a few pieces of black concrete to kind of mimic an eye socket, and we've got some dripstone teeth in here, and I was one short. Right here. We needed one right here. Actually, I missed this entire side too, so we were a few short, but that's okay. This guy just went to the dentist or something. You know, he had a few teeth pulled. They had some cavities in them. They weren't good anymore, right? Now, there's one other little thing that I need to do for this that adds just a tiny little amount of detail to it. And it involves making a little tiny farm. Go figure. So let me pop off these shaders real quick, and I'll go ahead and build that farm. Now I need to make a little bee farm here. I have plans to make a big one at some point here in the future, but right now I just need something that's gonna get me some pollen. I need pollen, or not pollen. What am I talking about? This is not real life. I need wax. I need wax. I don't need anything else other than wax. I certainly don't need the pollen. My allergies do not need that in my life at all. But yeah, so here we're gonna go ahead and make this quick little bee farm here. I need to be ready to go once I pop this in, just to make sure that no bees get out. I hope this one has bees in it. I think it does, but nothing's coming out. Do they need more space in that? Maybe I should expand it out to be 3 wide. I have 3 beehives. That way I know for sure I'm getting my bees. Oh, there it is. Okay. No, we're good. We're good. As long as we got one, that's all we need. Okay, it's gonna be a little bit of a slow process. I really don't want to get the other ones unless I have to. I don't really need a whole ton of wax. I just need a little bit. There you go. Okay, there's 2 in there. Let's go. Can they both pollinate from the same flower at the same time? Look at that. We already have some. I was not expecting that. Was not expecting that. Hang on. They can't come out this side, right? Doesn't matter. There's the thing there anyway. Wait. Oh, it popped out up here? That's interesting. That's super interesting. Was not expecting that. All right, we're gonna do this to clear out the sides here. I can't believe that filled up, so it must have already almost been full, but okay, so the reason I need this is for candles, and I need to see, I only need like 6 candles. I don't remember. It's 1 and 1. Okay, so we basically just need one more full setting here of one more full hive here. I do have plans to do an actual like automatic bee farm here shortly, and I think it's actually going to be the next episode I do. I've had a build in mind for a while now, and I have it in my creative world. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. We have a lot of other stuff I need to do first. Okay, while I'm waiting for that, I'm just going to clean up some stuff here. This has been here forever. It doesn't need to be here anymore. Times have changed. All right, this whole area is different. And, you know, we still... Oh, whoops, I forgot about that. Hang on. Oops. Just close that off real quick. I also have this dude just sitting here still. This zombie villager who got zombified. I think I'm going to keep him, but I'm going to put him in like a prison cell or something. I think that might be kind of a fun thing to do. Okay, let me see. Can we... This isn't full again yet. I was like, it can't be full that quick, right? There's no way. There's no way. But anyway, having these candles available to us is going to be super helpful in future builds because it lets us add another layer of detail to some things, you know? It's great to have, to start being able to get all the blocks that I could use or will use. And we're slowly getting there, guys. It's been a bit of a grind, and I've been trying to figure out how to balance, you know, real life with getting this stuff done. And I've learned a lot over the past few months of playing in this world, between recording stuff for YouTube and finding the time to do it and how to best organize an episode. And I know I'm not great at this yet, but I like to think I'm getting better, right? I like to think I'm getting better at both, you know, putting out okay-ish videos and also pacing myself and not killing myself and keeping the videos to a decent amount of time that's not too long. But also with that is just balancing the time to make the stuff as well. It's been a challenge. It really has been for me. And like I said, I've learned so much over the past couple months. And I know I'm not done learning yet, but we're getting somewhere. And it's just fun to start seeing all these pieces come together. And I'm starting to feel more and more confident in myself to do these bigger builds, like that storage, that automatic storage system. I wouldn't have built that. I would not have built that, you know, if you'd asked me to do that at the beginning of this world. I would not have done it. I would have said no. In fact, in one of my early episodes, I said, I'm not building an automatic storage system. And yet here we are. Here we are. We got two waxes, 2 full beehives in one day. I'm gonna let this sit here, and just they'll accumulate another one. You know, just in case I need a couple more, but I think this is plenty enough. And voila, 6 candles. Now I need these just for the smallest, most minor little bit of detail ever. We're literally just using them for like little spikes back here on this thing's back end, just to kind of add a little bit of depth to it, I guess. I mean, It's not even that noticeable, but it makes this back part a little bit less flat, which is one of my biggest concerns about this. This whole rib cage here is very flat. And it's tough working in Minecraft. It's tough to work in Minecraft and not make things flat like that, especially at this scale, right? So I mean, I did my best with it, but I think those little spikes is certainly helpful. Anyway, everyone, that's all the time I have for today, unfortunately, but I think we're ending today in a good place. We are finally done this storage system area. And, you know, I mean, I still have some work to do on the back end, getting some new stuff sorted out in all these different areas, but we'll probably see this evolve as time goes on. But it's gonna be awesome. I really hope you guys enjoyed this build. I'm sorry for it was like the 3-part episode. It's super long, but what was that? But it's all good. It was just so much stuff. I think it needed to happen. But if you guys have any more ideas for this area, please let me know in the comments. Like I said, I love hearing your guys' input, and sometimes you guys have a better, like a good eye, like on stuff that I don't see. And, you know, putting heads together is always a good idea in my opinion. Anyway, we'll be back next week with another episode. I do plan on having more time here in the future to work on these episodes, so I'm hoping to get out at least an extra episode or 2 a month coming up here in the near future. But if that doesn't happen, I'm sorry, but hopefully at least the videos are a little bit better if not. Anyway, guys, I will see you next week. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed already, please make sure to do so if you want to keep up with this world and all of my progress. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. You'll have a good week, a good day, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.